Okay, WVSR 1360.US. Welcome back to Making a Difference show. And right about now, we have a guest artist in the house, and his name is Andrew. We're gonna call him Andrew. And he come walking in the place. He had a bass case, so I guess he's a bass player, under his arm, and you know, strapping young man. You know, he's sitting here smiling and grinning. And but we're gonna hear from Mr. Andrews in a second, and I want him to introduce himself and tell you what he does. And here's Andrew.
Thank you, Bob. My name is Andrew, as Bob so kindly pointed out. I am a bass player. I've been playing music for quite a while. Basically, at the moment, I try my best to help as many people as I can find. Be it getting into the grocery store, helping with groceries, things like that, or fixing up an old place, or anything that I have time to do. Other than that, playing music is my second passion in life. The first one being science, so you can't complain.
Okay. All right, Andrew. Where are you originally from?
I'm actually originally from the suburbs of Philadelphia. I grew up out in the sticks, around farms and things like that. My parents had built their house off of some land they bought out there, and then about 7 years ago, I moved back to Philadelphia from Chicago. So glad to be here and love Philly.
Okay. Now, what did you do when you were out in Chicago?
I was trying to build a life for myself as much as I could. I had actually moved out there after dropping out of school because I was a little bit disenfranchised with some of the stuff that I had found in research and things like that. It was a huge passion of mine, but ended up dropping out, moving out there, started managing at a restaurant and GameStop. As glorious as that sounds, but had a fiance and a house, and then 2008 came and I moved back here.
Where's the fiance?
The fiance decided to stay in Chicago, which is actually probably for the best. But it worked out in the end, I suppose. So it got me back into music after I got back here. So yeah.
So how long have you been playing music?
I first started in middle school actually. So trying to think about it, almost 20 years. But when I first went off to college, I was going for biochemistry, so I didn't have any time at all to practice or play. All my time was spent studying and trying to get good grades and all that. And when I moved out to Chicago, I ended up not really knowing anyone in the music industry, so I kept up with that until I moved back here and met some people, got to talk, and had some jams.
Okay. We're going to take a little break. We'll be right back. Thank you.
Child being hit by a car at 40 miles an hour.
No more information.
This is the sound of a child being
It's
hit by
about
a car at 30 miles an
talk a little more about yourself with your music. Okay. And then keep it on your music, like your bands and stuff that you're doing.
Hit me at 30, and there's around 80% chance I live.
Think. It's a 30 miles an hour speed limit for a reason.
WVSR 1360.US. Welcome back to the show. We're here with Andrew and myself, Conga, the host. A little bit, just one more question. How much college did you finish? How long did you go to school?
So I went to Rider University for about 2 years before I dropped out of there. When I moved back here, I ended up going to CCP and graduated there with an associate's in science. So I do have a degree, not the greatest one, but you got to do something, right?
And don't sweat it, man. I got 2 associates, okay? So don't sweat it. And it was hard. So, but it was worth it, So, but myself, I been playing since I was 4, hanging on stuff, whatever. And the Conga drum, I play Conga, that's my main thing. And it's always fascinated me. think the first time I heard a drum, I must have been about 13, something. It fascinated me, the sound. And I began playing on drums, people's car hoods, oatmeal boxes. And many times people chase me down the neighborhood with a bang on the car. Because I get out of the car and I get a nice tone. That's what I'm at. But I went to service, Air Force, and I played there. That's when I really got my start. I found the old Conga in the pawn shop for $20. Took it home, took it to the base, shined it up, and everything. And I played. I stayed on bass for 2 years. I didn't even play with a band. Just listening to records, just listening to anybody that played the drum. Because Mongo Santa Maria was my main man, because he played melody Conga, so that's why I played melody. And did a lot of things. Played for 2 years, and then stayed in bass. Then I came out. I played with a band for 6 months for no money because I wanted to get the experience on stage. And then when I thought I was ready, you got paid me now, you know. And I got paid, you know. So, and then when I came back to Philly, I wanted to be the best percussionist on the scene. But I realized that there were a lot of percussionists here, you know, a lot of people players. So I said I had to make myself more marketable. So I said, no, I got to do something. So I started singing. So I started singing, and it started opening up more doors for me. So a lot of guys that were playing congas didn't work. You know, they only worked in certain venues. With me, I got hooked up with bands, and I worked all the time. So now I'm working with 11-piece band, and we do like a lot of weddings, a lot of private parties, and this and that and everything. And I've been around the world. And, I also have a barber's license, and I was working in a shop. And my friend Herb Smith used to play with Patty LaBelle for over 20 years. Where told me that Roby was looking for another band. That's when Locksmith left. They had got a recording deal. So I went up to try for the audition, and lo and behold, I got a job. So I was able to travel around the world with him, you know, and a lot of great musicians, George Howard, Ishmael Wilburn, and all those guys. You know, a lot of, 4 of those guys that including Wilbur, you know, so but it was a great experience. I met a lot of people, you know, on the road, and I was really trying to make it as far as getting endorsements and all that kind of stuff, but it just wasn't in the cards. The harder I tried, man, the doors were shut, man. So I figured though that the Lord wanted me to do something else, you know. So I did that stint, came back, and I started. I couldn't even buy my son a bag of chips, man. You know, I ain't no money. So I just said that I was going to never be like that. So that's when I started going to school, you know, just playing around town, singing, and just kept, it was a long run. So, and my children are raised, always try to model myself for my children. So that's why I went back to school. They said, Dad sitting there scratching his head, crying and sweating. I don't have an excuse, you know. So my daughter, she's teaching now. She has a BA in dance, and she's also teaching in dance. And she lives in Maryland now, you know, and they're doing well. I have another, my oldest boy, he's a certified bodybuilder trainer. He lives in Houston, Texas, you know. So, you know, they're doing good, you know. So I wanted to do something different. So I decided to do gospel. So I wanted to do, but I didn't want to do traditional gospel. So I started doing things, the Lord started using me where I came from. So if it sounds R&B-ish or whatever, that's, you know, that's what it is. You know. That's the background I came from. And then plus I'm incorporating my percussion work and this and that, and doing my vocals and things like that. So I was never really crazy about my voice, but people kept paying me, you know, so I thought, well, there must be something in the game, so I just kept on working. So everything is good, you know, and I'm still striving. I wrote a book, a children's book, because I'm a preschool teacher too. So I work with 4 and 5-year-olds, and I like that age because I can plant the seed and watch it grow. So that's my thing. This is what the show Making a Difference is all about. So my thing is, if I can't make a difference, why be it? You know, you just take up space. So Mr. Stone had to force me really to do this show because I didn't like it. He was trying to tell me to do this show. I said, well, everybody got a show. Everybody's talking. I didn't want to do that, get another one, you know. So So I just wanted to make a difference. And I was hearing one thing you were saying about helping other people. That kind of caught me. Now, how do you do that?
So basically, through all my travels and things like that, I used to live in Texas, all sorts of places I've been, Germany. I've met a lot of great, wonderful people. Um, and the way I was raised was not necessarily very religious, but it was always, respect others and help out when you can, because everyone needs, a helping hand every once in a while, and it's something that be really tough to ask for help. So, just putting yourself out there, no matter how big it is, if it's helping your community, put up a garden, or if it's just helping one person across the street. As long as you're there and helping out, you're not hurting somebody else, improve someone else's day. You know.
That's good. So you have what do you call it? A serving heart. The person that likes to serve. And my wife is that way. She likes to serve people. Sometimes you can get taken advantage of like that, but it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. You do what you do. And, that's what I say. You do what you do, and if you're doing what you do, and you love to do it, regardless if you get stepped on, so what? But that's what really true love is about. You become more vulnerable. You can't hold stuff back. You expect to get the full compact thing, so you got it. And the closest one to you, the mainly the one's going to hurt you. So but you have to be willing to step out there like that. So that's a good thing that what you do. Was there anywhere that you've been that you kind of like the best? I know you said Philly's your home, but I mean, was somewhere that you really like?
Philly is definitely, city of my heart kind of a thing. I love the people here, and it has its problems, but but if it comes to places to visit, when I was a kid, I used to go to Yosemite, once a year, and just going out camping, being close to nature, just getting away from all the daily grind, or especially nowadays, all the technology that will hold you to something, is I think probably really healthy. Whether it's Yosemite or not, you can find camping grounds here in PA, Jersey as well, super easy. So, but yeah.
Well, Andrew, it's been a pleasure. Nice meeting you, and I'm pretty sure that we're gonna meet up again and be doing some things. I like your spirit, man. I like your heart. I like what you do. And he's a nice guy. Girls, nice looking guy too. Okay, he's not TV, but he's on point. You can laugh, man. Right about now, we're gonna take time. It's time to go, and we're gonna be with you next week, same time, same station, WVSR 1360.US, and from 4:30 to 5. Be back with the Making of a Difference show. Bob Conga. God bless you. Bye bye.